10 years have passed since Victoria last won the Sheffield Shield, and the once mighty Vics are reeling from their worst performances in years. Last summer, Simon O'Donnell's boys lost 4 matches outright and finished stone motherless last on the table.
It was a difficult year last year, and I think a good year from a captain in his first year's point of view. It was no fairy tale. It was hard yakka, hard work, and now probably issued with the ultimate challenge to take a side from the bottom to the top.
During the week in the long room at the MCG, a vital decision was made to restore Victoria's prominence in Australian cricket.
And he is Bill Lawry.
There is no man with a higher, in fact bigger profile in the game than the former Australian skipper and opening bat, who won the plum job from 44 highly credentialed applicants. Lawry, the mainstay of Victorian cricket for 2 decades and 99 matches, is still the state's all-time leading run scorer.
Ladies and gentlemen, first of all I'd like to thank Kleenex for producing a king-size tissue this summer. The opportunity was there to give something back into the game as well as taking something out, and I think I can make a big contribution.
Well, tell us just how far-reaching are your duties going to be with this new job?
It's pretty simple, really. It's manage Victorian cricket, all aspects of the cricket. That's school cricket, junior cricket, district cricket, sub-district cricket, country cricket and shield cricket. So, you know, if Victoria don't fire in the next few years, Max, you can ask me the question why.
The veteran of 67 test matches is not looking for instant Sheffield Shield success, although that'd be nice. Instead, he wants to see at least 5 Victorian players in the next Australian touring party. No one doubts Lawry's courage, commitment and toughness in the test arena. 5,000 runs at 47, including 13 centuries at the highest level, underline that very strongly. And after 20 years on the sidelines, the cricket brain is just as sharp as ever.
I've never been backward in saying that, and I've only met 1 or 2 guys who I think are equal to me. I'm not going to name them because they're on the Channel 9 commentary team. But really, I've always had a bit of pride in my cricket ability, and not so much as a player, but I've always felt that I've had a fair bit to offer, but circumstances with careers haven't enabled me to put anything back in the game as a Victorian anyway.
I, as a youngster, knew him very well in the fact that I knew his statistics. I watched him play, and, you know, as I grew older, I saw how phenomenal his performances were.
Bill Lawry and Ian Redpath were classic opening batsmen in another era. Now the partnership has resumed. Lawry as Victoria's cricket manager and Redpath as state coach.
Well, I think I was lucky when I started. He was captain of the side, and he was a great example with his dedication and application to the way he played his cricket. And
do you think there are a couple of areas that you can act almost immediately in?
There are.
Are you prepared to tell us?
No.
You're playing forward defence already.
Well, I don't start till November the 1st, and I haven't spoken to the staff at the VCA yet. So I think it'd be unfair to release it on Channel 9 before I actually speak to the people involved, and I haven't had a chance to speak to Redders or John Chambers yet. So, yeah, I've got a few thoughts, but I think it's really up to them to make it easy for me.
Bill Lawry stepped into a great Australian side, a side that held the Ashes and led by a man regarded by many as Australia's greatest ever skipper, Richie Benaud.
And he's got...
Bill's first tour of England back in 1961 saw him rise to national hero status. In this test at Old Trafford, he watched his captain mesmerise the Englishman to win a memorable
he's
test.
caught by Simpson at slip. Murray caught Simpson, bowled Benaud. Benaud's now taken 5 for...
Players like McDonald and Harvey and Simpson and Burge, O'Neill, Grout, Davison and Benaud. So really, I went away with a side that already was a good side that held the Ashes and, you know, was a great side under Richie Benaud. So it was probably a little bit different for me than the previous tour in 1989, where the guys went away 3-1 underdogs and won 4-0 in probably the best fashion ever.
This summer, Lawry will have a packed diary, 6 test matches involving New Zealand, Pakistan and Sri Lanka, a full program of one-day internationals, as well as his Shield commitments. Yes, Bill certainly will be a very busy man. But for you cricket fans, don't despair. The man who puts the excitement into cricket will still be enjoying his work behind the 9 microphones.
He's running back, he's under it. What a great catch! Gosh! It's gone! He's caught him! What a ripper! The last over before lunch. Vessel's out! What a catch! That's a classic catch if you ever saw one.